Okay, welcome back. So now that we've gone over the coordinate system definition, we can move on to our Autosketch function. So we'll go ahead and select our top plane. The way I did this was I took the probe of the microscope, came down to our working plane, and then pressed the top button. Once we've done that, we're inside of our sketch, so we can begin using our Autosketch functionality. The first thing we'll do is take the probe of our microscope, come to our command plate, and we'll go over top of our Autosketch icon. So we'll press that icon. You can see Autosketch pops up on the screen, and now we can start defining our part. So with Autosketch, we use it just to create a rough version of our part. So 3 points define an arc, 2 points define a line, and if you're going to use the arc function, all you have to do is press the button 3 times and it'll move to the next selection. If you're going to use the line, you press your input button twice and then hold down on the front trigger button to create that line. So you can see it's relatively simple to move in and create all the pieces of our part. And once we've gone all the way around the part that we want to create, we can simply hold down the front trigger button and you can see it creates our part on the screen. So the next thing we can do is use our extrude button, which I'll come in and tell it to extrude. And we can simply doing that by press the extrude icon on our command plate, come up to the top surface that we want to extrude to, press the top button, then we want to hold down the front trigger button to tell it that's the only point we want to use to define that extrusion. If you want to use more than just one point, say you want to take multiple points in the surface, we can simply just press that button multiple times and then it'll take all those points into account and best fit the extrusion to that particular location. So now you can see that it's asking whether we want to do a boss cut or a surface, and it gives us again that red and green icon. So the red is going to be the front trigger button and then the green is going to be the top. So we want to create a boss or a cut. So because we want to create a boss, we'll hit the top button and now you can see we have our extruded surface. With Point2CAD, we can now come to the top of that surface and say, okay, let's start sketching there. So I'll press my top button again to select that surface, and now we can come in and use our circle command. So we'll select our circle command on our command plate, and then we'll come in and take multiple points by simply taking 3 points, defining that circle, or we can take more or less. And say, let's go ahead and define a few more circles. And now we'll go ahead and use our extrude button again, and now I'm going to extrude all the way through the part, holding down the front trigger button first, or holding down the top button to select the point, and holding down the front trigger button to say that's all that we want to use, and then holding the top button to define a boss cut. Those are the basics of being able to sketch inside of Point2CAD. So the next thing we'll move on to is using our deviation function.